The last time we saw our Z fighters in the Dragon Ball Super manga, there was a definitive big four when it came to who the strongest fighters on Earth were. Those four Z fighters would be Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, and Piccolo, with their latest transformations and most powerful forms being Ultra Instinct, Ultra Ego, Beast, and Orange. In today's video, we're going to be pitting together two of these fighters, Goku and Gohan, father and son, fighting each other in the ultimate battle to discover who is truly stronger between the two. Now, I know most of you are going to type in the comments right now, Ski, we've already seen this fight in the last two chapters of the manga, and to that, I would agree with you and say, yeah, that's true. But as mentioned in Dragon Ball Super Chapter 103, the last chapter to release back in March 2024, Goku specifically mentioned that he was only fighting Gohan to test his new powers, not beat him. So in this video, I'm going to pit these two together in a hypothetical fight to the death to see who is truly Dragon Ball's strongest Saiyan. These two are clearly, with Vegeta being right behind them, the strongest Saiyans in the franchise right now, so this should be a fun video. If you're new, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and when you do, hit that bell icon to set your notifications to all so that you never miss another video when they drop on the channel. With that all said, let's get into the video and see who will win between the Master of Self Movement and the Beast. So on my old channel, I had a series called Fantasy Fights where I pitted characters from the same or different franchises together in a fight to the death. Those videos were fine, but they weren't really the best of quality or even the best of detailing each fighter's full capabilities until early 2024. With this manga anime incarnation, the spiritual successor to that series, I want to put out only the best quality of my assessments in video format. If I find that the matchups don't make sense or that my analysis is subpar, I won't release the video. I just want to lay that out so you all can hold me to that standard moving forward. With that being said, let me go over the categories I'll be assessing these characters on to conclude who would win, as well as laying out the foundation for how the point system I use for these videos work. The categories that I'll be assessing these characters with are strength, including attack potency, lifting strength and striking strength, speed, in particular combat speed, durability, stamina, intelligence, and hacks, also known as abilities. The point system works like this. If a character is superior to the other in any given category, I'll provide them with 1 point. The character with the most points by the end of the assessment of both characters will usually, if not almost always, be the superior combatant and will win the fight. This does not mean that the opponent has no chance of beating the opponent with the most points, as depending on their capabilities, they can give the winner a hard or easy fight, despite the chosen winner winning that battle. In some rare cases, the losing opponent still has a chance to win given a specific set of conditions or the environment. These include the fight taking place in their home universe, a specific location that could significantly depower the superior fighter, or things of that nature. So now that we understand how this series will work moving forward, let's get into the capabilities of Goku and Gohan.
The world's fiercest fighters await. Will you be the last warrior standing? Will bask in the glory and adoration that comes with being declared the world's greatest fighter. The battle has begun! Are you ready? Who will emerge a champion? Let's get started! Fight!
To start with Goku, his attack potency scales to around low multiversal, but it's far higher whenever he uses his God forms, Super Saiyan God, Perfected Super Saiyan Blue, and the various Ultra Instinct forms, Perfected and True Ultra Instinct, as well as Ultra Instinct Sign. Well, Ultra Instinct Sign and True Ultra Instinct are kind of the same thing, but not really, but yeah, you can pretty much consider them the same form. This is a reasonable conclusion to make because through training with Whis in Perfected Ultra Instinct, he's far stronger than his counterparts from the Broly arc, the Tournament of Power, and the Moro arc. In the Moro arc, Goku fought against 7-3 Moro, who also possessed Perfected Ultra Instinct after absorbing Mirrors. He also effortlessly dominated a Granola clone who had some power from his real self, and later on in the same arc, in Perfected Super Saiyan Blue, he was able to somewhat keep up with Granola after he awakened his right eye. Later, after being healed by Vegeta, he fought a casually awakened Powered Gas before getting pressured, and then later on with Perfected Ultra Instinct alongside Ultra Ego Vegeta. Then after unlocking the final form of UI Sign, True UI as mentioned earlier, he became slightly stronger than Gas and was able to fight him in his zombie state. Later on at the end of the superhero arc, Goku sparred against Gohan on Beerus's planet to test out the capabilities of his beast form. During their spar, they were going all out from the get-go, but neither one of them meant to cause any real damage to each other. From what is shown on screen, Gohan Beast can keep up with and fight on par with Perfected Ultra Instinct Goku, who by this point has had significant training with the form, while Gohan had only recently unlocked Beast at the time in his fight with Cell Max. They're equally trading blows throughout the fight until he hones into his emotionless state to maximize his reaction speed and defensive capabilities that UI provides. But here is where Goku gets slightly outclassed. Gohan reveals to him that he hadn't seen the full scope of what he could do in Beast. As we know, he's capable of much more, including the special beam cannon. After building up his energy to the point before he snaps, his speed surpasses that of Goku, and I'm assuming his other stats as well, and he can overpower Goku and knock him out of Ultra Instinct with one punch, all while barely being drained of any of his power. So with Gohan being able to boost all of his stats with a controlled rage boost that isn't a detraction from him being able to use his form effectively, the slight edge goes to Gohan. But Goku still has, to use Naruto terms, his Susanoo avatar to rely on as a last resort, though we don't know if this state gives him more of a power boost or not. But from what we have seen of it so far, it does by at least a little bit. So Goku has that to rely on, but still I would give the edge to Gohan, as we know what Goku is capable of with Ultra Instinct. We have still yet to see what Gohan is capable of with his beast form.
And the battle continues! Let's keep it up! Fight!
In terms of lifting strength, Goku currently scales around Class M, which is around the weight of the world's largest ship. This lifting strength, while impressive, is inferior to Gohan while in his beast form. Gohan while in his beast form is cracked when it comes to lifting strength. Gohan scales to around Class T normally and is far higher in his beast form, which is around the weight of the world's largest mountains. This is backed up by the fact that he effortlessly pushed Cell Max's fist back with one hand after that same punch was blocked by his body, while the sheer force of that punch blew behind Gohan and crashed into a small mountain.
What will happen now? Let's keep it up! Fight!
In terms of striking strength, Goku should be on par with his attack potency, as they both scale around the same, being low multiversal or 2C on the scaling tier system. On a casual basis, his hits barely did any damage, if any at all, to Beast Gohan during their duel, though the hits did send Beast Gohan flying several meters. The same would be the case with Gohan, because on a casual level they have around the same striking strength, with additional controlled rage boost giving Gohan an edge, as it seemed to boost all of his stats as mentioned previously, so he can possibly increase his striking strength, likely given the fact that he used his controlled rage boost to knock UI Goku out of that form in one hit. Other feats that Beast Gohan showcased in these were after and during his fights with Goku, display him making explosions just from the air pressure of his punches, kicking MUI Goku through a mesa and a forest, sending base Broly flying back with a punch before pummeling him, and then trading blows with controlled Super Saiyan Broly. This same Broly 2 arcs before was able to effortlessly, in a weaker, less controlled version of Super Saiyan after just unlocking it, beat Super Saiyan Blue, Goku, and Vegeta post Tournament of Power, and beat the hell out of base Frieza and Golden Frieza for an hour straight, and through this same controlled Super Saiyan Broly through Beerus's giant tree, snapping it in half.
And the battle continues! What will happen now? Fight!
When it comes to combat speed, Goku in MUI is just slightly outclassed by Beast Gohan. This is because in chapter 103 of Dragon Ball Super, Gohan, after harnessing his controlled rage boost, increased his speed to the point where his combat speed was blatantly overpowering the reaction speed and defensive maneuvers of Ultra Instinct, allowing him to dish out multiple hits before landing 2 attacks on Goku, which knocked him out of UI back into base form. As I stated previously, Gohan's combat speed is slightly superior to Goku's. Regularly using Beast without any of his rage boost, he's outclassed by the sheer fact that Goku has superior experience using UI, and because of how UI works and its deadeye accuracy when it comes to both offense and defense when used properly. But what gives him the edge is the fact that he's able to boost his power using his latent rage boost and increase the effect right before the point of snapping / losing control to increase his speed / combat speed to the point of being blatantly faster than Ultra Instinct's defensive maneuverability.
Pick up the pace! Let's keep it up! What will happen now? Fight!
This is where Goku finally gets to shine and where he absolutely clears Beast Gohan. The whole point of Ultra Instinct is to be the ultimate defense and to allow the body to move on its own without any thoughts clouding the user's judgment. In Goku in his fight with Gohan before Gohan decided to showcase more of what he was capable of after holding more of his power, was effortlessly dodging most if not all of his attacks due to his training to keep up the accuracy of Ultra Instinct while using the form. A big downfall of Ultra Instinct that's noted by Granola during the Granola arc was that Ultra Instinct decreases in accuracy the more the form is in use. So clearly from that arc to Superhero, I'm assuming he did based on the drive to train in order to be able to be ready for Black Frieza whenever he returned, to keep up his accuracy while using the form being in that state for a long period of time. And we see that result on screen during their duel, so I would give the edge to Goku here. As seen on screen during their duel, Gohan wasn't even able to react quick enough to Goku's accurate offensive movement with Ultra Instinct. Vegeta points out that this is due to the experience and with Goku's overall longer usage of the form, and I would agree. So Gohan finally loses a category to Goku, which I'm sure is a sign of relief for all the diehard Goku fans watching.
Will the tide of battle turn? What will happen now? Fight!
Well, Goku isn't going to win another category just yet, as he gets outclassed by Gohan with substantial moments that hurt Goku's case for being superior when it comes to durability. Even though he can harden his body to increase his overall defensive capabilities as seen in the Moro arc, there are moments especially around the Granola / Superhero arcs which showcase Goku even at his current level being inferior to opponents who are outright stronger than him. Granola, Gas, Black Frieza, and even Gohan in their fight, when he got one-shotted out of Ultra Instinct after being put on hardcore defense with Gohan's stark increase in sheer combat speed. So I would say Goku is behind a bit when it comes to durability. As for Gohan in Beast, he has pretty busted durability feats in both the anime and manga, but we're sticking to the manga versions of the characters because the anime versions are so absurdly cracked out and are outright superior to their manga counterparts. Beast Gohan in the manga straight up no-celled an all-out punch from Cell Max, a foe who Piccolo stated would be extremely difficult for even Goku and Vegeta to fight, though I would take that with a grain of salt because the last time he saw them was in the Moro arc with just his body. He also casually tanked hits from Ultra Instinct multiple times without being knocked out of Beast at all, which is where the discussion ends because 2 clean hits from Beast Gohan completely knocked Goku out of Ultra Instinct back to base. The only other character to pull that off on screen was Frieza when he showcased his Black Frieza transformation for the first time to Goku and Vegeta, where he one-shotted them out of true Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego.
Pull out all the stuff! Who will emerge victorious? Fight!
In terms of stamina, both Goku and Gohan scale relative to each other when it comes to stamina, especially given the fact that even after Goku was 2-shotted out of Ultra Instinct by Gohan, he immediately transformed back into that state and continued to go at it with Gohan until he chose to back out in order to let Broly fight Gohan.
It all comes down to this. This match decides the winner. This is the last round. Fight!
This is where Goku completely outclasses Gohan outright when it comes to abilities, given the fact that Ultra Instinct grants him so many absurd powers that no other character has showcased. That's not an Angel, at least, a God of Destruction, or a Zeno. Most of these powers granted to him by Ultra Instinct were showcased in either the Moro or Granola arcs. Goku in Ultra Instinct possesses the following abilities and resistances. He has great instinctive action, perfected Ultra Instinct automatic automatically strengthens Goku's body in response to sneak and surprise attacks. Limited air manipulation, he can punch the air rapidly at incredible speeds to launch a barrage of air attacks. We see this in the anime as well. In the Tournament of Power, he does this to Jiren when he first unlocks perfected Ultra Instinct. He has telekinesis. He was able to lift both Moro and Granola in the air without touching them, which is just crazy. He has large size constructs, both type 1 and type 2. He can create large key constructs like his Ultra Instinct Susanoo avatar in varied sizes. We saw this, of course, in both the Moro and Granola arcs when he did this twice. He has deconstruction. He can deconstruct a boulder in his he deconstructed a boulder in his fight with Moro. He has enhanced extrasensory perception with layer 1. He can sense angel ki, which is harder to sense than normal god ki. He has illusion creation. He can sense real tangible objects through multiple illusions and is able to create at least 7 fake copies of himself as seen in his training with Whis. He has breath attacks. He can fire strong ki blasts from his mouth as seen in his fight with Gas, and he has battlefield removal, and he can outright just remove people from a fight through his Susanoo, such as when he threw Gas into space. In terms of Gohan and Beast, we haven't really seen him use any Beast only abilities other than being able to increase and draw out more of his own latent power through a controlled rage boost and his version of the special beam cannon, which is the most powerful attack he has in his arsenal currently. He has other abilities like the Galactic Donut, Masenko, and the Kamehameha, of course, but when it comes to transformation specific abilities, Ultra Instinct far outclasses Beast, at least so far.
KO! You lose!
So with that, the winner of this fight is Gohan Beast with high difficulty.
Incredible! I can't believe it! What power! There's no stopping this fighter! All the glory goes to the winner!
Gohan would win this fight, but it would be extremely hard fought given Goku's superior experience with his form and the various abilities he gains when using it. Goku's Susanoo avatar may be hard for Gohan to deal with, but Gohan may treat it like another Cell Max, so he would probably find a way to around it like Gas did. Goku's reaction speed would also be a huge issue for Gohan to deal with, as he needed to draw out more of his own power to even barely get past Goku's defensive maneuvers. It's possible that if Gohan is able to keep this combat speed increased up long term, he can continuously bypass Goku's defenses and deal some real damage due to him being outright stronger than him. Strength wise, Gohan and Frieza are the top of the food chain in Dragon Ball currently, so as long as Gohan is able to keep up with Goku, I think he can come out with a win, but it's going to be very hard. It's going to be very hard fought for sure. If you enjoyed my assessment of these characters and you agree with the outcome, let me know in the description, and if you don't agree, that's fine too. These fights aren't meant to be objective, as they're hypothetical matches based on inference and verifiable evidence. Don't forget to follow all of my socials pinned in the comments down below, including my Twitter and Discord, and make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications, and set them to all so that you never miss a future video. This is Motsky signing off, and I'm out. Peace.